tough question alert.
Here we go.
For real, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not telling you anything you don't know. This is the NFL. But this coaching staff, 6-22 since the start of last season, 0-9 against the division. At what point, as much as you talk about like moving on, just focusing on the game, trying to keep all that big picture stuff out of the way and just, focus on the next game, I have to imagine it's human nature that has to start creeping into the locker room a little bit. Like, are you guys at any point thinking about like, oh man, we got to win some of these games for our head coach, or there might be changes again?
Yeah, I don't know if you necessarily think about it like that, but we just feel like, I know as players, we felt like we were upset with ourselves. I can talk offensively. I don't think we were, as players, very happy with how we responded to the adversity that happened towards the end of the game. I think we could have had a better perspective when, there's still 30 seconds and 2 timeouts left, and you could kind of feel our sideline get a little like, oh crap, you know what I mean? Instead of being like, all right, hey, let's get this going. Like, we got 30 seconds, 2 timeouts. Cairo's been kicking the shit out of the ball. Like, we can get down there, get this thing to overtime, and then come back. And that's what I think we were most disappointed as players. And look, we understand the optics of it and how this league works, and that's why I stress the wins and losses so much, because that's what it comes down to for everybody, not only the coaches but for players as well. And if you're on a winning team and you're winning football games, odds are those are the guys that, hey, maybe if you're not on the team next year, you're going somewhere else, because that's just how this league works, because guys are picking up winners. That's just how it is. And we understand how desperate and dire it is, and what's at stake. And that's what this league is. And that's why we can't sulk on this thing too much, because we got to move on to the next one. But that's why there's such an urgency to win, and that's what it's about.
So you kind of touched on what my follow-up question was going to be, because I think of what you were just talking about is that phrase I've used a few times, including Sunday, about learning how to win. And I feel like that's just a hump you guys have to get over, because I think when people say, what does that mean, at least to me, and I want your take on this, is what you just said. Like, okay, that's a horrible situation that just happened, and now you're not winning anymore. But yes, there's still 29 seconds on the clock, and I feel like a team that has been through that before, or has that confidence of being able to go through some of those situations where they pulled it out, is going to take the field with maybe a different attitude than maybe you guys did. Because even on TV, you could kind of see, I think your sideline was shell-shocked.
Absolutely. But if you flip it and you let's go to their sideline, Goff throws 3 picks. He's not a guy that turns the ball over a lot, so that was an abnormal game for him. Throws 3 picks, and they're not looking great anywhere. We're run the ball down their throats the whole game, but they stayed in it, and when it mattered most, they were able to execute and get back in the game. So the reverse can be said for us when obviously you dominate the whole game, and that's what's tough, and you feel like, oh, if we just let it go, but there's still time to get back and get a field goal, and then get to overtime, and maybe pull out a win there. So that's just the perspective that I wish as players that we did a better job with at the end there.
We all silly like the mayor.